If you're here, it's because you're among one of the millions of people who loves their air fryer. But I'm betting you don't love this part: cleaning that greasy, grimy, stuck-on gunk. Air fryers are universally loved and universally neglected. And guess what? There's a right way to clean them and an absolute wrong way to clean them. So in this video, I wanna clear up exactly how to clean your air fryer. We've got 3 different levels of cleaning to tackle 3 different levels of grime. I'm also gonna cover with you the things you should absolutely not do to make sure that your air fryer actually lasts, as well as some ongoing maintenance tips. The whole reason I got inspired to do this video is because we do these monthly live streams right here on YouTube, and people in the audience were talking about their air fryers and how much challenge they were encountering when it came to cleaning them. So I wanted to make a full video to cover this topic for you. And by the way, we do those live streams the first Monday of the month at noon Eastern right here on the YouTube channel, and you can see the replay of that video in the description box down below. If you're new here, welcome to the Clean My Space channel. My name is Melissa Maker. I'm an accidental cleaning expert, which means I hate to clean, but I love to find the most efficient and effective way to get the job done right the first time. So if you are not already, make sure that you click this button right here to subscribe. You'll see me using some microfiber cloths in this video. They're from my sister company called Maker's Clean. And if you want to check that out, I've got a link for you down below. Okay, let's open up some dirty, nasty air fryers and talk about how to clean them. If you have an air fryer, you're generally committed to it. You're using it a few times a week, at least. And there is a regular kind of maintenance clean that you should be doing at least once a day or every time you use this air fryer. So I'm gonna break this down for you in 3 levels. And the first level is just the everyday clean. This is going to help prevent buildup and get rid of any of the crust or crud that's left behind so that your air fryer doesn't start to stink. Another reason this is important to do is because grease will harden over time the more it's exposed to high heat. So if you've ever noticed that sort of texturized black color that's building up on the surface of your air fryer, that's what we're dealing with, and it is really challenging to clean. This is especially bad for nonstick coatings because they'll degrade faster when that buildup is allowed to accumulate. Now, if you skip this cleaning, you'll notice that cleaning becomes more difficult over time. You'll also notice more odor transfer, perhaps even flavor transfer between foods, and those nonstick surfaces are gonna lose their effectiveness. So let me walk you through kind of your everyday cleaning step by step. First, you're gonna let your unit cool completely and you're going to unplug it before you clean. You can remove the basket and the tray and wipe the interior surface with a damp paper towel or microfiber cloth. Now, if you notice any greasy splatter in there, you can put a little bit of all-purpose cleaner onto your cloth and give it a wipe and then give it a rinse. Following that, you can wash your basket in hot soapy water and a soft cloth or sponge before letting it dry and replacing it. You don't want to use anything abrasive on a nonstick coating because it will degrade that surface as well. You want to make sure that you dry this before you put everything back together. And like when the dentist tells you to floss and how preventative flossing can be, doing this cleaning is going to prevent so much future cleaning challenges for you. Let's move up to a level 2 clean. You would do this if you haven't cleaned your air fryer in a little while, a week, maybe 2, or you just finished making something that was really rich or fatty or saucy, like bacon or wings or sausages, or heating up something that had a sticky barbecue sauce on it. That's when you would want to make sure that you do one of these moderate level cleanings. Before we continue, I want to kind of give 3 warnings. These are things that you should not be doing when you're cleaning your air fryer, no matter what. The first is using an abrasive cleaning tool, like a heavy duty scrub sponge. This can ruin the nonstick coating. Now, you might also see cleaning hacks where people fill their basket with water, or they put like a bowl of vinegar in there and then heat it up for 10 minutes. This can potentially ruin your machine, so please do not do it. This machine does not like a lot of moisture. And the third mistake that people make is using a really abrasive cleaning product. Nonstick coatings are not designed for abrasive cleaning products. We have to approach this a different way. Now, one thing you can do to prevent some of this mess when you're cooking something that's particularly greasy or saucy is to use a liner. This can be paper or parchment, and it's going to be purpose-built for your specific air fryer. Now, not everybody likes to use these because it can affect the outcome or the flavor of the food, but if you're down with it, this is going to help make cleaning a little bit easier for you. So this moderate cleaning quite simply starts the same way. You're going to unplug your unit and let everything cool down. Next, you're gonna fill your sink with hot water. With nonstick coatings, we want to avoid boiling hot water, so just run your tap on the hottest possible setting and let it run. You're gonna add some super heavy duty dish soap to it. I really love Dawn. We all know this about me already. Throw the basket and the tray in there and just let it soak for like 15 minutes. Now, once it's soaked for a good amount of time, you can then use a soft cloth or sponge to remove any of that greasy buildup. Now, you might need to repeat this process, and you might feel tempted to use something abrasive like baking soda or Barkeeper's Friend or a magic eraser or the pink stuff. Please don't do this. We're dealing with a nonstick coating. And to clean the interior, get a heavy-duty dish spray like Dawn Power Wash and just spray the interior areas where you're noticing that it's a little bit greasy or gross. You can also use a little bit of dish soap applied directly onto those greasy areas with your finger, and you can just let that sit for a few minutes. Once that's done, you're gonna use a damp cloth to sort of wipe and remove all of the greasy buildup. You don't wanna spray water directly in there because it can ruin the electronic components of your machine. You're gonna rinse and dry everything thoroughly, and then you can put it back together. Now, doing this cleaning is monumental because this is gonna prevent you from getting to the level 3, oh my gosh, what the heck happened to my air fryer? Also, it's gonna help your house not smell like the back of a McDonald's. Let's get into the level 3 cleaning. This is a cleaning you're gonna do when those strong odors won't go away, or when you have that greasy caked on buildup that you're really struggling to get rid of. Now for this, we're gonna be using dishwasher tablets. And that's because dishwasher tablets contain specific enzymes that are designed to break down, effectively digest, the exact grease that we are being stuck or challenged with right now. However, if you've seen videos where people are filling their baskets, popping in a dish tablet and leaving it in their machine overnight, they're absolutely wrong. We're gonna do this a different way. First, you're gonna fill a basin, whether it's a bucket or a small container or a laundry sink, with boiling hot water. Hear me out. And then you're going to add 1 dish tablet. You're gonna let this water dissolve the dish tablet. It's gonna take a few minutes, and you're also gonna let the water cool down slightly because again, we don't wanna use boiling water when we're doing this job. Once you've let your pack dissolve and the water's cooled a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or so, then you can put your air fryer basket in there. Now you can leave this for an hour. You can leave this overnight. Just do a little check every now and then and see where you're at. Let's say you leave it overnight. The next morning, you're gonna take the air fryer basket out of your basin, and you're just gonna use a cloth or a soft sponge to remove that gunk. And my friends, the gunk is gonna be gone. This is the answer. Once it's done, you're gonna rinse very well, you're gonna let it dry, and then you're gonna put everything back together. Now, again, if you wanna tackle the interior of the machine, you can't disassemble it. People have done it. It completely ruins the machine. It's gonna void your warranty. It is not worth it. Instead, you're gonna use that same method I talked about before, where you use straight dish soap or a dish spray, and you spray it directly on those greasy areas, allow it to sit for a few minutes, wipe off, and then rinse with a damp cloth and dry. All right, let me give you some maintenance tips for your air fryer, and this is going to apply specifically for when you are cooking your food or right after you're cooking your food. If you want air fryer cooking tips, you've come to the wrong place. First up, clean those removable parts after every use. See level 1 cleaning. Next, make sure that you don't overfill your air fryer basket. You want to avoid aerosol cooking sprays. I know everyone loves to use them, shh, but really, they're part of the problem. They're really bad for nonstick coatings. Make sure that you always dry your unit before storing it away. And remember that if your machine smells, it's not because your machine has the problem, it's because your machine is greasy and it's emanating bad smells, and you gotta clean it. Look, air fryers can quite literally save your bacon. I mean, you can cook up all your bacon and not have to throw it in the garbage, but it can also be a real cleaning challenge if you don't take good care of them. But on the flip side, if you know how to maintain them, if you know how to clean them after you've done some heavy duty cooking, or if you know how to clean them when your kid comes back from college and brings you a disgusting air fryer, you're gonna be in great shape. And now you know exactly what to do. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, do you use an air fryer? And do you love an air fryer? Let me know in the comments down below. I do not have one. The ones that I showed you today are borrowed. And the reason I don't have one, if I'm being honest, is because I don't want to have to clean it, which sounds hilarious, but it's absolutely true. I try to keep my stuff to an absolute minimum. I love cooking with things that I can throw in the dishwasher. So let me know about your thoughts on an air fryer in the comments down below. Now, if you're looking to solutions to your everyday cleaning problems, I've got a newsletter for that. It's called The Dirty Dish, and you can subscribe to it down below. Comes in your inbox once a week, and it's really freaking useful. Also, if you love the work we do here at Clean My Space, you can consider becoming a member. And by the way, if you have a non-self-cleaning oven and you want to know exactly how to clean it, I've got the video for you right over here. And if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.